What is going on, guys? DBG here, and it's a little bit late. I'm sorry, lads. It is a little bit late, but what we're going to be doing now, we are going to be ranking the best shooting guards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. But before we get on to that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 295,000 subscribers by hopefully Saturday, and we're well on track for the 300k by the end of the year. But lads, right now we are exactly 400 away, so if we could hit that, that would be absolutely insane. But anyway, now let's get on to the list. So first up, AJ Griffin. I'm gonna go, like, look, these cards are all good, by the way. There is no like absolutely horrendous card as far as I'm aware on this list. These are all good, and like, I love AJ Griffin. Like, if you guys know how I've been talking about this guy, I really like AJ Griffin. I think he's one of the better cards in the game. I'm just like, can I put him above B tier? Because there's like 70 cards, there's 7 tiers. Is he in the top 20? I think, AJ Griffin's gonna go A. He's gonna go A. 45 hops, he's good. Albert King, E tier at this stage. He had his time, man. His time is not now. Decent defense, Ray Allen based on quick. He might even go down. That's where he's gonna go. He's gonna go into worthless right now. I need to check, are there any... Wilkes is better than them. Is he the worst player on the list? He's probably the worst player on the list. Maybe Walter Davis, because I know hot zones about the break, but I don't think King has hot zones either. He might be the worst player on the list. So worthless. Andre Iguodala at the 2-guard position. C tier. He's not bad. Like, Iggy doesn't have any flaws at all. Like, he really doesn't. But the only thing with Andre Iguodala is that, like, is he that good at anything in this game? Like, it's not like he's out here with a weakness or anything. But I'm like, is he that good? Not really. 6'6", a little bit undersized for that position. But solid. Wiggins. Now, Wiggins can't really dribble because of his 6, but like, I like Wiggins. I like Wiggins a lot more than most people do. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. Anthony Edwards. I actually don't think he's as good as AJ Griffin. I think AJ Griffin's player build is way too good. I think AJ Griffin's player build is like way too good compared to Edwards. Edwards does get the Mitchell size up. A not great but mediocre release. He can fade. Still an invincible with 99 everything, but like, he's going here. By the way, I have completely forgotten Devin Booker on this list because I made this list yesterday. Devin Booker is S tier current gen, A tier next gen. He is the current gen equivalent of Luka. I am putting him as an S tier 2 guard in current gen, A tier on next gen. Booker's really good. Benedict Mathurin, B tier. I don't like him I don't think his player build's good. I know some people are so high on the card, and like, some people absolutely swear that Mathurin's the damn GOAT of this game. For me, I'm like, I've used him, he's fine. He's on my B team. He's a shooting guard. Just another average shooting guard. Bradley Beal. Look, he can't really move that well. I don't like Beal. I get it, he's got Ray Allen base, but he's too small to play at that shooting guard position. He's going down here. Cade at the 2 is really nice because he's got that really good escape. Cade is like a 6'8" Anthony Edwards. They're basically the same card, but he's 3 inches taller and has got a way longer wingspan. Cade Cunningham going into A tier. Mellows. I'm going to go C and B for these Carmelo Anthonys, with this Mellow going here as well, and an S tier. This is how I'm going to go with my Mellows. So you could definitely argue the other 2 up into A. I'm going to keep him for B for now because I do think they're close to an Anthony. I think Cade's a bit better. Like, he doesn't dribble that well. He does have a lot of flaws. And I do think, obviously, the end game with his S tier, but I'm going to put him down here. Kazzy Russell. Look, he's going to go D at this stage. I just have to put him in D tier. He is severely flawed. He is severely flawed as a player. Seti, though. Seti's still going B tier. Like, Cedric Maxwell can still hold his own in this game, lads. I'm telling you, Cedric freaking Maxwell. The guy more than holds his own. A really good player. Because he is base 3 on very quick, like when you have a release like that, it's hard not to hold your own. Like you have a release like that, it's ridiculous. Then we got Mullins. And I think at this stage I'm gonna put Mullen down. Like I replaced Mullen with Mather. Like I just did. That's where I'm gonna put Chris Mullen. I'm gonna put him down in D tier. Doesn't mean he's bad. All these cards are usable. Like I'm putting Clyde down here in D tier. I'm putting Clyde down here. Clyde was a damn good card. Base 5 on quick. It was just, he was really good for his time. And both of these guys came out in March. So you're like, I give Seti, who was like the damn best card in the game at that stage, as B tier. You better believe some of these guys are going lower tiers. I like Melo for his time. Like even if you look in like April, Melo would have been ranked higher than all these. Melo I think is the worst player in C tier. Danny Green. Look, I like Danny Green because of his duo, but he is E tier. As far as this list goes, he's better than these two guys here in F tier or worthless tier. But Danny Green's not great. DeRozan is a hovering. He's a hovering player. I don't think DeRozan's as good as 8. I'm gonna give DeRozan like the low A tier spot. Like this is so tough. There's like nothing to separate these cards. Like if you like, I know for a fact some people are angrily typing about Cedric needs to be A tier because you have some juiced up out Cedric. Cedric came with 20 hoffs or 21 hoffs. Like Cedric though is really damn good. Man, these B and A tier is so close to each other. Dominique, I like base 8, man. But if I'm putting Melo down here, I'm putting Dominique down in B tier. Do I have to bring AJ Griffin down as well? Do I have to bring AJ Griffin down, or do I just bring Lamelo, or do I just bring Carmelo up to A? And I can't. This is tough. It's like Drazen has to go into C tier. I love Drazen Petrovic. He's not as good as Cedric Maxwell, but I do love Drazen Petrovic. Drazen's one of my favorite players in this game. Like he's legit. He's not one of the best players in this game. He's one of my favorite players in this game. But Drazen has to go into C. Dwayne Wade. B tier. B tier, especially a shooting guard. He can actually hold his own as shooting guard. Not gonna lie, with the way players are at this game, Wade can hold his own as shooting guard. Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels at the 2 is one of the most underrated things. Like a lot of people are like, oh, Dyson Daniels, he doesn't have like the greatest escape in the world. He only comes with Kobe escape. Dude, just play him off ball and let him just catch and shoot with X and base. Dude's never gonna miss. I'm telling you guys, Dyson Daniels is one of the most slept on 2 guards in this game. It's a long time before he's coming out of my squad, and he's like 25k now. Eddie Jones is kind of him. He's kind of him, isn't he? I'm gonna move AJ Griffin down. I don't know how I feel about AJ Griffin. I'm gonna move him down because I do think DeRozan's a little bit better. I've never used Baylor, so I'm just gonna put him into B tier and hope for the best. Mikan's gonna go C tier. Mikan was a damn good card when he came out. He really was a 6'10" and 2 guard with a wide player build and really good jump shot. I have to. He's my I have Benedict Mathurin. I have the MT for anybody other than Cedric Wade, and the 2 Melos are the same, and I can afford one of the Melos. And I actively start Gerald Wallace. Gerald Wallace, this is the DBG pick. There's always that one player that I rank way higher than everybody else. I mean, most of you guys would probably have him in B tier. Most of you guys would probably have him there. I'd have him in S personally, but for that reason I'm gonna put him somewhere in the middle, and I'm gonna put him in A. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, look, I have this card. He's okay. Maybe tomorrow's shooting guard Giannis is gonna be better. An 83 3 ball and no range is not good. It makes it tough. And like, yes, he's long. So is Mikan. Glensky, E tier. Base 98 on quick. He's alright on current gen. Like, I will say that, like, he's a perfectly fine player if you're playing on current gen. If you're on next, forget about him, trust me. He's very weak, and he was from the day he came out. Gordon Hayward, his release is okay. He's small. He has a small player build. I know he's tall. I know he's 6'8" at the 2. But he's got that tiny... He's got a very small player build. A wingspan that's shorter than his height. Like, he is not flawless by any means. He's a very, very flawed card. And for that reason, like, I can't justify putting him anywhere above worthless. Grant Hill, base... he can really do everything. If they gave him a better release than base 1, he would be insane. But I am going to put point guard Grant Hill in here at... Sorry, not point guard. I'm going to put Grant Hill in here at A tier. I do think he's that step above like a Carmelo Anthony. I don't mind his release. His player build's nice. He's good at his movement's good. He's a good card. Okoro. Look, he's going to have to go down there. So is Norman Powell. Wherever Norman is. Like him and Okoro, as much as I don't think they're terrible cards, as far as cards on this list go, they got to go down because they're not as good as Galensky. Wilkes. I'm going to have to put Wilkes in E tier. And again, I know some of you guys are going to go crazy because I know there are a lot of people that love Jamal Wilkes. Like, he is one of those players that a lot of people like. I have him. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of Jamal Wilkes, lads. Like, he's someone that I'm like, I mean, he's not a bad card, but I hate base 1. I hate base 94. Like, base 94 is one of those releases that I despise, man. Like, I absolutely despise base 94. So, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I know a lot of you guys kind of like that release and like him as a player. I like him as a player that do have him. I just don't. Give me any of these guys above him. Endgame Harden. A. He might get moved up. There's a legit possibility that he gets moved up because he's a damn good player. The only issue is with Endgame Harden is that maybe he's a little bit small to play at the 2. Maybe a little bit small to play at the 2. But I mean, can't fault anything about the card. Like, he does everything well. He does absolutely everything well in my team. His release is pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. So, like, yeah, James Harden, get into A tier. Jaylen Brown. I'm putting Jaylen Brown in C tier. Dude can move, man. He's a slept-on player. Like, everyone has really slept on Jaylen Brown this whole year. Because I'm like, he is far from a bad card. Like, Jaylen Brown, a lot of people just don't use him because of where he came from. They just didn't complete that set. But in reality, he's a really good card. He is a really good card that I actually really, really enjoy using. So then we have got, after this, Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets on the same level as Jaylen Brown. Jimmy Buckets was good for his time, man. I'm telling you guys, Jimmy Buckets really, really was good for his time. His time is just kind of not now because every card is just God tier. Base 22 is that little bit slow right now. But I mean, again, does not change the fact that he's a card that I genuinely like in this game. So next we have got ISO Joe. ISO Joe is in that C tier as well. He's a player that I loved when he came out. I loved Joe Johnson when he came out. Like, this C, top of C and bottom of B even blend into each other. Like, 38 is not a bad release. It's just slow. It is just slow. And like, slow releases are kind of bad at this stage of the year. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about him. But Hondo's going B tier purely because he is an A tier player on current gen. Hondo is one of the most underrated players on all of current gen. And for that reason, Hondo is like, he's just so slept on. Like, a lot of you guys may not like Hondo, but if you are a current gen player, a lot of people tell me he's like God on current gen. So he has to go here. Johnny Davis. If I'm putting AJ Griffin in B tier, I'm putting Johnny Davis in B tier. I love Johnny Davis though. I love Johnny Davis. Like, this card is... He really is him in my team. I'm a such big fan of Johnny Davis. But I did replace him with Pistol Pete, so can't be too high. Giddy. If he didn't have Jason Kidd base, he'd be A tier. Even playing at the 2. Even playing at the 2, Josh Giddey would be an A tier player if he didn't have the Jason Kidd base. And it's not even that bad on him. It's just not good. It's just not good at all. Dr. J's. See, I don't like the first Dr. J, but I really like the second Dr. J. So I'm going to go D and A. This new Dr. J is like, he's legit, man. He got good SIGs, really good release. He's like a way, way better. He's like a... I'm not going to say he's a better Rudy Gay. He's a different Rudy Gay. He's like a more offensive Rudy Gay that's not quite as big. But he's really, really nice. Then we have Kawhi. Right now, I'm going to put Kawhi in A tier. I'm going to put Kawhi in A tier. Kawhi is really, really good on defense. So damn expensive for what he is. I just really want... I can't stress that enough. He's so damn expensive for what he is, lads. He's way, way too expensive for what he is. Like, he is... He's not worth over 100 at this stage because the amount of similar players, but still. It is what it is. Kelly Oubre. Did not like Kelly Oubre when I used him. Never got him on my own account. Used him on another account. I wasn't... Maybe, like, if I had done a gameplay with him the day he came out, I might have been a little more hyped on him. Like, he came out when I was in the... He came out when I was in hospital. So I never really got a chance to do a full gameplay with him. But when I just had him on my accounts in gameplays, he just didn't feel great. Wide player build, good in defense. Not saying the card's like unusably bad, but yeah, not the biggest fan. Clay B. Clay's release is killer. Like, it just has this weird load up animation. I've never really liked Clay's release. Like, Clay was so him. Like, because his release was on quick back at the start when everyone else was on normal. But like, that was the only reason. Like, even on quick, Clay's release still felt kind of slow for me. So yeah, I'm not sure again how people feel about this. People maybe are going to argue we should be an A. All he's got to use what he's going here. Kobe's are going to go like this. SBB. Shout out to... Or is it SSB or SBB? I think it's SSB. Or the TikTok, the English TikTokers. Who actually, in fact, they're big on TikTok now. They started off as 2K MyTEAM streamers, for people that don't know. But S tier. S tier for Kobe, no question about it. These other Kobe's, look, I like them. I would be a hypocrite. I play Dyson Daniels and Gerald Walls over Kobe's. Not the highest on these. They're good cards. They are good cards if they're going here. And the other Kobe Invincible's going there as well. Korver, his release is what's keeping him off B tier. Or, no, sorry. His release is what's keeping him off A tier. He actually has really good dribble SIGs, but his release is just iffy. LaMelo's, I'm going to go B, A, S. B, A, S for LaMelo Balls. The Gamma one is very weak on defense. Is missing quite a lot. The Invincible is that bit better on defense, that bit more solid. And then obviously the end game is freaking him. Whether you're playing him at the 2 or you're playing him at the 1, he's him. And like, where's... Did I forget to put Magic? I put Magic Johnson. So like, Magic's coming up here. I assume you guys know what... Like, S tier is complete. This is my S tier. Endgame Melo, Endgame Kobe, Endgame Magic, Endgame or Invincible Luka. And if you are on current gen, Invincible MJ. I think I might have to change up this list quite a bit. Because like MJ being at a tier with these guys is just wrong. So I'm going to move a lot of guys down. Start moving guys down tiers. I'm going to try to get my bottom tiers sorted. So I'm going to go like... Also, when I made this list, the Invincible Vince wasn't out. Invincible Vince would probably go into B tier with like Anthony Edwards and stuff. So, let me find my bottom tier, guys. I'm going to move everybody... Walter Davis is bottom tier. Batty is better than Glenn Rice. I'm going to go like that. Yeah, as much as I don't even mind Danny Green. I don't mind a lot of these guys in Worthless here. Baddie's just 6'8" and like legit on defense. I'm gonna move Clyde down. I'm gonna move. Keep Dr. J there. Move Carmelo down. Gonna move none of these other ones down. Need to fill out. I'm gonna go D tier for Mike Miller, who I do like. He's just the worst. Mike Miller's going E tier. He's a worse version of Chris Mullin. I'm gonna actually put him in D tier. The only thing he has is a jump shot and it's base 22. Like, no thank you. He's just fine. Terry Dishinger is no better than this Dr. J. D tier. Vince. D. Vince isn't that bad. Okay, so I need any play. I'm not pushing any of these guys down to E tier. Like the worst players on maybe Oubre, because he's got that bum release. Oubre, I guess, he's going down to E tier, and we gotta bring a bunch of B tier guys down to C tier. So the worst player in B tier is Matherin, but I know a lot of people like him. I don't know. I'm going to bring DeRozan down. And as much as I love Jar Walls, I'm going to bring him down. And I'm going to bring Grant Hill down as well. I'm going to bring Grant Hill down. I'm going to bring Cade down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm sorry, Jacob. Because to have a tier where we got power within Luka and the MJs. I got power within Luka, the MJs, LaMelo, Harden. No, these. I'm cool with my top two tiers. I'm cool with my top two tiers. I'm cool with dropping a few of these guys down like Cade, and you know what? I'm even cool with Gerald Wallace down because man, I'll probably take any of these guys over Gerald Wallace. Kawhi's probably the worst player in my opinion out there. Lance, C. Lance isn't bad. Lance is a really fun card to use, especially at that point guard position. But like for me, it's like he's decent. That's about it. Like he's a decent card. Malik Sealy, B. Malik Sealy has gone to B. Dude's 6'8". Dude's like a budget Kawhi. Is Malik Sealy better than Jarrell Wallace? In my opinion, no. But I mean, a lot of people would argue that he is, and I'm not going to say you're wrong. You think Malik Sealy's better? Fair enough. Go for it. Sorry to all Park players out there. B tier for Michael Finley. I don't like the card. You can put him top of B tier. But like, if you're asking me, do I think Finley's better than... Like, do I think Finley's that much better than DeRozan? Do I think I prefer give me Jarrell Wallace over Michael Finley any day? Give me that Carmelo Anthony. Like, not even Carmelo Anthony. Man, Finley's, and you're like, oh, Trey escape, dude, like a freaking Corver down here. Finley's just a slightly better Corver. Simple as that. Michael Finley's a slightly better Kyle Corver. OG Anunoby. Good length, decent jump shot. Solid cone. Low B. Oscar Robertson. Decent jump shot. Solid cone. More of a point guard. C. At the 2, he's a C tier player. Pascal Siakam, C tier. Got that slow release. Isn't going to move that well. Player build not as good this year. Siakam. This is not the year for Siakam. Paul George. This version of PG I'm going to put in D tier. He's alright. And I'm going to go A. Nah. Paul George at D tier is kind of ridiculous. C tier for him. Yeah, A tier. This one's 6'9". The length, the jump shot, decent handle. Yeah, he's going to A. Peja, E. Peja is just that solid card. Will shoot the ball. 6'9". Play him at the 2. Not going to do much else. Richard Jefferson, B. Him versus AJ Griffin. I think AJ Griffin's a slightly better Richard Jefferson. Jefferson is with Francis. I think Griffin's a slight upgrade on Jefferson. In same tier. Rudy Gay. Now this might be my controversial one that Rudy Gay is going into A tier. I just think he's too big. I just think he's got too much length to not put there. Like, in the past I've argued he's better than Kawhi. Maybe if you want to bring Dr. J down a tier, I think that might make things look a little bit better, but you just got so much size in Rudy Gay and put on those guys. I'm going to go Scotty in B tier. Really good defender. Bit of a slow release. He's just fine. Zach LaVine is going to go into offense. Because he's very, very similar, in my opinion, to Lance Stevenson. He's going to go into C tier. Really good on offense. Not really him on defense. Pretty solid, but again, you're not really running him, especially at that shooting guard position. With T-Mac going into A tier. Slightly better. T-Mac, despite a bad behind the back, he is a slightly better DeRozan. That one the easiest release to time. And yeah, Tracy McGrady is going to round off our A tier slot. So basically, every single one of these cards can be used in my team. I'm going to take out Worthless and just call this F tier. If you want to use any of these cards, you can. I'm not even joking. Any of these cards are usable. All 70 of these cards are good. None of these are bad cards. We just gotta rate them, man. We just gotta rate them. And they gotta be ranked somewhere. I can't just put everyone in S and A tier. S and A tier is for the cream of the crop. I don't want to have too many people in the top 2 tiers. Which is why we got a whole bunch of great players in B tier. And for all of you guys spamming, I only ever put 5 players in A tier. Or in S tier. For all of you guys spamming, certain players should be in. Unless you're spamming that Michael Jordan should be in over Luka and you're a current gen player, there is no debate that these are the 4 best shooting guards in the game. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.